Well, hello, Goddesses and Adoni, and thank you so much for calling in to our very first teletraining of the year. I am hoping that your potential will be seen in 2015, and I know a lot of you are dreaming big after the incredible weekend that we shared in Newport last month. This is going to be an incredible year for all of us as we continue to create a safe and fun atmosphere for people to learn about and purchase our incredible pampering and pleasure products. I'd like to acknowledge all of you, all of the Goddesses and Adoni who are taking the time to listen to this incredible call. You're committed to taking the time to be here. And, you know, the benefits are endless for you as an entrepreneur, for your hostesses and customers, because, you know, the more you learn, the more that you can help them and serve them. And that is a beautiful thing. The enlightened entrepreneur definitely knows that making time to learn ways to become more skillful and resourceful is time well spent. So this teletraining is one that will definitely impact your life on a deep level. And I'll be giving you 3 special code words throughout this call, so listen carefully and stick around. The code words entitle you to 1 entry into a drawing for $228 in free products, a Valentine's Day booster kit. And you can take those products, you can put them in your demonstration kit, you can sell them at full profit, or you could put them in your own personal stash. So every single one of you that is listening to this call will be entered to win. So I hope that you will listen to the end for our instructions and take it all in. Sit back, open your heart. You are about to really learn some incredible techniques and tips that are going to make your life and your bank account a whole lot better. So our first code word is the letter I. The first code word is I. All right, so now it gives me great pleasure to introduce tonight's guest speaker to you. Since 1993, Caterina Rando has been coaching, consulting, and providing solutions to build thriving businesses. Her life work is showing female entrepreneurs how to succeed by being loud and proud about the value that they bring. Caterina has been on a passionate mission to change the world with her brand of economic empowerment that is a combination of running your business with integrity, always having an ongoing strategy, staying in action, and putting your whole heart into everything that you do. She is a much sought-after speaker, business success strategist, master certified coach. She's a publisher and author of the national best-selling book, Learn to Power Think, from Chronicle Books. Caterina has co-authored several books, including Make Your Connections Count, Incredible Business Savvy Leadership Strategies for Women, Women Entrepreneur Extraordinaire, Socially Smart and Savvy, and Direct Selling Power. She is also the founder of the Thriving Women in Business community. And through this organization, she and her team conduct a variety of programs designed to provide skills, support, and an environment for breakthroughs for women so that they can succeed. She helps people catapult their businesses to the next level. And here she is to help take you to the next level, one of my friends and soul sisters, Caterina Rando. Welcome, Caterina.
Yay. Hi, Jen. So happy to be with you. Woo. And all the Goddesses and Adoni. So happy to be back.
Well, we're happy that you're going to be our Golden Circle speaker for this
Yay.
year. So everyone's about to get a preview of the awesomeness that you bring when you show up.
Thank you. Thank you, Jen. And what I want to talk with you about today are 4 different strategies, and really there's some sub-strategies in there for massive monetization in your Athena's business. Massive monetization. Does that sound good?
Oh, yeah, it does.
Okay, good. Now, the first thing for massive monetization is mindset. To cultivate a massive monetization mindset. And massive monetization, to qualify and clarify, is your ability to generate a ton of revenue in your business. And if we look at the Goddesses and Adoni that have massively monetized, they will have these traits that we're discussing. And someone who has a massive monetization mindset, the first thing, and Jen, I know you're going to agree with me on this, is that they have certainty in their pursuits, in their pursuit of their business. So that means they're all in their business. They're not 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Let me see what happens. Let me give it a try. No. That is not the attitude of massive monetizers. Massive monetizers are all in. They're totally in action. They have confidence around their Athena's business. They speak with confidence. When they're booking, they speak with confidence, of course. When they're at their home parties, they have confidence in everything that they're doing with their Athena's business. Now, you might say, well, that's fine if you've been at it a while, but what about if you're new? The thing is that mindset is how we see our business, how we behave in our business. And it's really an attitude. And so, yes, of course, when you've had massive success already, it's a lot easier to be certain. But in the beginning, when you don't, you still have to choose to be certain. And again, it's not just about confidence, although that's a part of it. It's also about this decision to be all in our business. And one of the things I want to share, a really core principle of success that I want everyone to embrace, is that a goal is a decision that has been made. And if you're going to work your Athena's business, which everyone that's listening, we know they are, I want to make sure that they've made a decision to be super successful in their business. Because if you don't decide to be super successful and you're just going to see how it goes, it's not going to go very well. Because, and Jen, you and I were discussing before we began our call, there's always business challenges. There's you've been in business so many years. I've been in business so many years. Of course, there's always challenges. But how do we face those challenges? We face those challenges with an attitude of, I'm going to work through this, rather than an attitude of, I'm going to let this stop me, or this could potentially stop me. So first thing I'd like everybody to do who's listening is take a deep breath. Everybody take a deep breath. Beautiful. And I want you to ask yourself, are you 100% certain in your pursuit of your Athena's business? Are you a 10 on a scale of 1 to 10? And if you're not, that's okay, because guess what? We know from psychology the first step to change is awareness. So if you're noticing, hey, maybe I'm not a 10, maybe I'm not all in, well then let's ask yourself right now, what would it take to be a 10? What would it take? And for some people, it's like, well, booking more shows. Okay, well, then go book more shows. For some people, it's, not letting rejection get to you. Okay, then work on that. The great thing about having a business, and Jen, I know you know this, is that your business is your path to personal growth and transformation. Whatever there is to work on in yourself, guess what? That will show up in your business. If you're a person who is shy, guess what? It's okay to be introverted. That doesn't mean you can get away with not talking to people, right? You have to look at what it is about you that you want to improve, and your business is a great place to do that. Build confidence, be able to public speak, all that. You get to work on it in your business. The thing is, though, that you want to decide to be certain. And, let me say, I remember meeting a goddess once, Jen, when I was with you, and, she said to me, I joined the business because I didn't want to be so shy anymore. And, of course, after some time with you, Jen, and with all the goddesses, I couldn't believe she even said that she was ever shy. Your business is a great place to improve whatever you want to improve about yourself. but the first thing you have to do is decide that you are certain that you are going to pursue this business. And the next thing under your massive monetization mindset is to have written down goals and a plan. And by the way, these strategies that I'm sharing with you, these are the strategies that women and men that are massively monetizing in their direct selling business, these are the strategies that they're using. And I have never seen in my 25 plus years of working with people that have their own businesses, I've never seen anyone massively monetize that didn't have written down goals and a plan. And I want to make sure, everybody, that you don't just have goals, but that they're written down. What are your sales goals for each month? What are your goals around how many parties you're going to book? What are your goals around how many calls you're going to make? You know, even in my own business, even though I'm very busy all the time, I still have goals for making 15 sales calls every week. Now, actually not making the calls, having the conversations. So a call, of course, is a reach out where you're calling, you're dialing. That's a call. But a sales conversation or a booking conversation is what you want to track and what you want to set. Because here's what I know, and this is what I see with all successful direct sellers. If you are hitting your numbers, you are absolutely getting bookings, you're absolutely getting sales. But if you are being very relaxed and you're doing a few here and a few there, and you're not tracking your numbers, meaning your call, your sales conversation numbers, then you're not hitting the numbers, because it's with focus that we move forward. What we focus on improves. And that's another principle, my friends, by which I want you to run your business. Remember, what you focus on improves. And write that down. And one of the things that I love to do in my business, I suggest those of you that are listening that you do in your business, is to create what I call guiding principles. And one of my guiding principles is to remember that what I focus on will improve. And so look in your business right now. What do you want to improve? Do you want to improve how you do your parties? Do you want to improve how many bookings you have a month? Do you want to improve your ability to get a booking when you make a call? And whatever you feel will support you in being more successful, then I want you to take that and focus on it. And so what does that mean to focus on it? To focus on it means to continue to look at it and try different things and see what you can do differently to get a better result. That's a really important strategy for the successful goddess or Adoni. Now, my friends, we're talking about that we're still in part one of cultivating a massive monetization in your business, is your mindset. And I want you to have the mindset of a person that studies massive monetization, because that's researching, that's experimenting, that's exploring what works for you for massive monetization. Now, how is this different than what you might be doing already? Well, somebody that is studying, that is experimenting, that is researching massive monetization, they're looking at it from an impersonal perspective, meaning that if they get somebody who says, I have to cancel my booking, guess what? They instead of taking that personal, like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with me, they instead evaluate, okay, this person's canceling, what could I have done better? Now, not from a sorry for me, beat myself up perspective, but from an evaluating perspective, because what we focus on improves. And another way to say this, and this is another guiding principle, is always be upgrading. So if I'm evaluating that what I'm doing because I want to continue to upgrade it, then every time something happens that's good, I evaluate it so I can keep doing that. Every time something happens that is not what I want, I evaluate that too. I assess that too. I say, okay, well, did I give her a reminder call for her show early enough? Did I follow up with her? Was I enthusiastic when I followed up with her? Did I do my hostess coaching or not? What else could I have done? Do you see? So that kind of successful person who is always evaluating what could I have done better, because they have the guiding principle of always be upgrading in their business. They don't get down when something doesn't go great. They evaluate it. They evaluate it. For example, last night I did what I call an intro, which is meeting people, new people, and doing a talk. And we had 17 people RSVP, and we had 10 people in the room. And, well, plus my clients, so 14 people in the room. But you know what? 7 of the ladies that RSVP didn't show up. So I don't get down on myself. Sorry for me. 7 didn't show up. No, I say, okay, what could we have done better? What could we have done better? Now, we called them all, so that was good the same day. But what else? Probably we could have sent them another email. Probably we could have called them sooner rather than calling them today. We could have called them yesterday. So all of these things that you evaluate and you say, okay, let's try that next time. Let's do it differently next time. That's what massive monetizers do. They don't let what happens get them down. They take it as research and information to help them be more successful the next time. Okay, this is huge, my friends. I really want you to get this. Very, very, very big. Now, so we've talked about the certainty that you're going to have. We've talked about having your goals, everything's written down, and then also writing down what you're doing so that you can keep doing it and improving it, and also to be setting goals for, of course, your bookings and, of course, how many booking or sales conversations you're going to have. The other thing that we see with massive monetizers is an unwavering determination. An unwavering determination. And Jen, knowing you for many years now, this is something I see with you. An unwavering determination.
That's right, Caterina. Nothing stops me. Nothing.
Nothing. Right. And Jen, you just told me, everything that's been going on with all the snow, nothing is stopping you. And I hope, exactly, and I hope that that's what the Goddesses and Adoni are also up to, because guess what? Life will always have something in store for us. Business will always have something in store for us. Sometimes it's great, and sometimes it's not so great. But when we operate in our business with an unwavering determination, then we will massively monetize. And this is what I see. Jen, this is what I see with you. This is what I see with direct selling leaders, because they're just, okay, well, here's another challenge for us to address, rather than letting this put us out of business. Unwavering determination. So my friends, right now we're going to talk a little bit about unwavering determination. And I want you to evaluate, and from these things that we're going to discuss right now, if this is you, or if you want to up your unwavering determination. So the first thing that somebody with an unwavering determination has is they are on a mission, or they have a purpose. It's very similar, same thing. They are on a mission. So if you're on a mission to uplift the lives of women through the Athena's business, if you're up to empowering women with the Athena's products, if you're up to helping women be loud and proud about their sexuality, their sensuality, their selves, if you want to help women build their confidence, if you're on some kind of mission, that is the first step. Because when you have a mission, it supports you in having this unwavering determination. And, I don't want you to just feel that you're in the product business, because you're not in the product business. You sell products, but you're in the empowerment business. You're in the uplift women business. You're in the economic power business. One thing I love when I come and have had the privilege to be with all of you at the different events for Athena's is the amount of empowerment that I see from the women. Women that tell me I'm at home with my kids. I was at home with my kids. I wanted to stay home with my kids, but didn't have any revenue coming in the house. Then I started my Athena's business. Now I get to take my kids on vacation. Now I get to be with them when they come home from school. This unwavering desire to create a great life for their family. That's a mission. So my friends, have a mission that is so powerful to you that it has you leap out of bed every day, regardless of the challenges that we face. And Jen, I know you do that, and this is what I want for every goddess and Adoni. This mission that is so powerful, it has you have this unwavering determination. So the other thing that people with an unwavering determination have is that you coach yourself for more success. So you show up to these calls. That's one part of coaching yourself. Of course, you're getting ideas here from the experts, which is great, but showing up is something you're doing on your own. That's important. Having your own goals that you're reviewing every day, that's coaching yourself. Noticing when you're having negative self-talk and canceling that out. Because guess what? Massive monetizers don't talk negatively to themselves. They don't put themselves down. They're on their side, not on their back. That is what massive monetizers do. So you're monitoring your thoughts. You're changing the thoughts that don't serve you because you have an unwavering determination. Because, okay, my friends, here's a super tip. Everybody ready for a super tip? Everything you say to yourself either serves you or sabotages you. Everything you say to yourself either serves you or sabotages you. And when you want to massively monetize, you begin to eliminate those things that don't serve you and replace them with thoughts, ideas, beliefs that do. And the person that does, thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I absolutely love that. And I'd love to give the second code word. Second code word, my friends, is attract. ATTRACT. Your second code word is attract. And I have taken 5 pages of notes so far, Caterina. I'm writing as fast as I can. This call is fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you. I love to be with you and all the goddesses and Adoni. Makes me so happy. And, part of the reason why I love this, my friends, love being with you all. And by the way, Jen, I don't know if you know this, but I rave about you guys all the time. Everywhere I go, my trainings, I'm always talking about you all because you have all inspired me so much. And the reason is because what I love about what you're doing, my friends, is that you get to do your thing. And you get to be yourself while you're doing your thing. And this is what I teach all the time. Be yourself, do your thing, serve your people, and massively monetize your mastery. I'm going to say that again because this is a guiding principle for me in my life. It's a guiding principle I teach, and it's a guiding principle I want you to embrace. Be yourself, do your thing, serve your people, and massively monetize your mastery. And my friends, this is why you want to have unwavering determination in your Athena's business. Because your Athena's business allows you to be yourself and do your thing. And guess what? When we say serve your people, what I mean by that is, guess what? You get to work with the people that you want to work with. And if you don't want to work with somebody or if you don't want to work with some group, guess what? You don't have to because it's your business. And when you're being yourself and you're doing your thing and you're serving the people you want to serve, you get to massively monetize your mastery. And when we say your people, so you may decide you want to work with 20-somethings because you want to help them, and you are 20-something. You say, I want to help my peers. You may decide you want to work with women who are not having partners. You want to work with women over 50 to get them re-energized and juiced up. You get to decide who you want to work with, and then you get to pursue that. Now, that doesn't mean you don't take other parties and talk to other people and all of that, but you can have that specialty area, that special group of peeps that you just love to work with those people because it's your business. Be yourself. Do your thing. Serve your people, and you will massively monetize your mastery when you have unwavering determination. Unwavering determination. Okay, my friends, before I move on, say it with me right now to yourself, these 4 things that I've said 3 times because they're so powerful. Be yourself, do your thing, serve your people, massively monetize your mastery. Now, I just used the word mastery, and guess what? With your Athena's business, the more you do all of these different things that we're talking about, the more you move towards mastery. So, for example, the first party that you did was not maybe the best party, right? But the more you did it, the better you got. And every party makes you more masterful for the next party. Every booking call makes you more masterful for the next booking call. You're moving towards mastery in your business. So that's why I want you to look at everything you're doing and know, even if you don't feel masterful at it, you can become masterful at it, because the more you do something, the better you get, then it gets easy, then you move towards mastery. And that's what Goddesses and Adoni with an unwavering determination remember. Jen, any thoughts?
Wow. You know, I'm just so moved, but one of all the things that you've said, I think what stands out to me the most is what you focus on improves. That just blew me away. I really feel that that's one of the things that, as a direct seller, that we should all write down and stick on our computers, on our nightstands, so that we completely embody this, because I think that people get down on themselves if something is not going right in their business. And if you focus on improving it, it will improve. It has no choice, right?
Exactly.
So I just want to say that was perfect for me where I am right now, and I'm sure it struck a chord with many of the people that are listening to this call. And flowing right into the fact that evaluating what went wrong or wasn't what you wanted is also a big part of direct sales, because we can easily, as women and some men, just start to tear ourselves down and tear ourselves apart, rather than just seeing the situation, like you said, not in this terribly personal way and beating ourselves up, but instead just simply evaluating what could change this for the better next time. Because really, in direct sales, it's parties and recruiting, and sometimes you have that person who says they're going to join, and then stops returning your phone calls. And rather than feeling like you did something wrong, it's so much healthier and to your benefit to simply just look at the situation, evaluate it, and then move on. I think with a lot of direct sellers, and I know, Caterina, this is your expertise, you've helped thousands of direct sellers, that it can make or break a person. Some event goes on, you have 5 cancellations in a row, and suddenly you're like, you know what, I'm quitting. Rather than just going, okay, what can I do to make sure that I have a full calendar and a full schedule and hostess coach. So again, it goes back to, so if I focus on hostess coaching, I won't have as many cancellations. So whatever it is that's plaguing your business, you can cure it, you can fix it just by evaluating it, and then focusing on it. So those are two things that really, really hit home with me that I just loved. And, of course, unwavering determination. You know, you have to have it. You have to believe that this business can bring you lots of money and lots of satisfaction and a lot of joy, and not let 5 cancellations stop you, not let, 3 people that quit on your team stop you from recruiting. You just have to continue on with unwavering determination. So I have lots of notes, but those are the things that I circled and made big hearts around. So I'm just,
Yay.
I love you.
Good, and I love you, Jen. And Jen, this is a guiding principle of yours, absolutely. And I don't know if you have that down as one of your guiding principles. This is absolutely one of your guiding principles, this unwavering determination. And Goddesses and Adoni, and when you have this, you will absolutely be successful because, sometimes we could evaluate the situation, and guess what? We say, okay, I did everything that I know works, and it didn't work, and then realize it's not about you. We cannot control other people. Sometimes they change their mind, no matter how fabulous we are. Sometimes they get scared, no matter how fabulous we are. And guess what? You remember that no doesn't not always mean never. It just means no right now. And here's the other thing about booking and calls and everything. One thing I tell my clients, and I want to make sure everybody gets, look, people's lives are full. People's lives are fuller than they have ever been. I mean, my gosh, with all the things that, with our social media, with our everything that we have Insta access to now, people's lives are full. And if people don't get back to you, and you say, somebody says they want to sign up and then you don't hear from them, don't take it personal, of course, but also recognize they've got a ton of priorities. And just because they didn't get back to us doesn't mean we can't call them back. Doesn't mean we can't keep trying. Doesn't mean we can take a break from trying and try again next week or the week after. Look, I have a challenge getting to all my calls. I have a challenge getting to all my emails. I tell my friends to Facebook me because that's the fastest thing to do. Really look at not taking it personal, because recognize people have other priorities in their life. Somebody gets sick, their kids get sick, everything stops. Unwavering determination. And the next one, so we've talked about mindset, right? We've talked about cultivating a massive monetization mindset. That's the first thing we discussed. The next thing, and this is all part of mindset that we've been discussing. The next thing I want to talk to you about that massive monetizers have is that they have methods for massive monetization. So they got a mindset for massive monetization that we've been discussing, and they have methods for massive monetization. Now, what does that mean? Methods for massive monetization. What it means is that they have a success schedule. A schedule that they follow in their business. Now, what I mean by success schedule is that they have decided when they're going to work their business. So what that means is that they say, okay, I'm going to work my business, I'm going to do parties Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or that I'm going to make calls Tuesday nights. They have a schedule. They're not trying to find time to work their business. They have scheduled time to work their business, and they keep to that schedule. So if their friend Sheila says, hey, let's go shopping Tuesday afternoon, they don't say, okay, that sounds good. They say, Sheila, I can't. I'm busy, or I'm working, or I'm booked, just because they don't even want to talk about maybe get into it. Say, I'm already booked. Let's go another day, because your business is a priority in your life. Now, it doesn't mean that your business is your only priority, but it is a top priority because you can't massively monetize in your spare time. I don't even think people use that term anymore, right? Because nobody has any spare time. We all have the same amount of time, and what do we choose to do with that time? And massive monetizers have a success schedule that they follow. And just like we were talking about with mindset, they're evaluating that schedule. I've noticed, hey, I got to add another hour in the morning, or I got to add another hour in the evening, because I notice in my business with my new success schedule that I've created for this year, I'm not having time to get everything done. So I got two choices: get more support or put more time in with my business. Okay? And so that's what I'm doing right now, is looking at that for myself. Guess what? Even when you're massively monetizing, you still have to keep evaluating. We're always upgrading, right? We're always upgrading. So what is your success schedule? Now, if you don't have one, create one. Actually write it down and put it on your calendar, because guess what? By writing it down and putting it on your calendar, that's what I do, that's what I have my clients do, I can actually see, okay, Caterina, I've got to get in the office a little bit earlier in the day to make sure I can get everything done right now. Now, that doesn't mean I can't adjust my success schedule. Maybe in the summer when the kids are out of school, I might adjust my success schedule, or there might be a time when I can add more hours to my success schedule, depending on what's going on. But what is your success schedule? And if you have big goals, you're going to notice that you got to do more for your success schedule. So this is really, really important. Do you even have one? If not, create one and then evaluate if that schedule is supporting you in getting your bookings that you're wanting to get and in getting your sales that you want to get. And by the way, one thing I know that I want to make sure you're all doing, we haven't touched on yet today, is your customer care calls, having a schedule for those. So you did parties last month. You're going to follow up with those customers this month, see how they're doing, see if they want any more product. Then you might follow up in 3 months, in 6 months, whatever your schedule is for your customer care calls. That is on a schedule, because that supports you in getting more sales. So having a schedule for all these things is what massive monetizers do. Okay, and let's talk about some other things, some other methods that massive monetizers are having. Massive monetizers always know how much revenue has come into their business so far this month. They track their income. Because if you're not tracking your income, you can't get your income goal. Because remember, what we focus on improves, right? So track your revenue on a daily or every few days basis, because then you know how close you are to your goal. Now, take a deep breath right now. Everybody take a deep breath. Okay. I want you to ask yourself right now, do you know right this second what your revenue in your business is so far this month? And if the answer is no, then I could pretty much guarantee that you're behind in getting your goal. But if your answer is yes, then you're more likely to be on track because you're monitoring it. And when you're monitoring it, then you're saying to yourself, because you're a massive monetizer, you're saying to yourself, okay, what else can I do? Let's say it's the 15th of the month. Okay, I should be halfway towards my goal. Well, if I'm not, what else can I do? Can I add another booking? Can I make my customer care calls? Can I call some of my good customers? What can I do to move me to where I should be, which is halfway towards my goal if it's the middle of the month? This is what massive monetizers do. And the methodology is having some way of tracking that. Now, I just do it in an Excel spreadsheet. I just keep it super simple. Every time we get a sale, I just write it down so that I know every second. Or you could look at your balance every month and see the credits coming in. However you want to do it, it's very important that you track it on a regular basis. The other thing, so again, we're talking about methods of massive monetizers, is one method or A process is simply having a list of your best customers. Having a list. Do you know your top 20 best customers? You might check in with them more frequently. Keeping a list of that is a method. Do you know your best hostesses? Right now, can you tell me your top 10 best hostesses? If not, then you don't have a method for that, and I want to recommend that you create a method, which is simply a list of your best hostesses. Also, another method is asking every single person, every time any order is placed, if they want to do a party. Now, if they call you on the phone and they order something, if you're at a party and they place an order, a method is every single time an order is being placed, you are asking if they want to book a party. No, without question. And that's what massive monetizers do. They don't guess, well, Sheila did a party last month, so she's not going to want to book another party. They don't guess. They simply ask. It's part of the methodology of closing the sales. Jen, any thoughts?
Wow. Again, I'm loving the methods part, because without methods, really, it's just a dream. You know, you're not actually taking action to make it happen, to get all of this money into your life. So I love keeping a success schedule, because without one, again, how committed are you if you really don't have a schedule? Like, I'm going to sit down on Tuesday nights from 7 to 9 and I'm going to make my customer care calls, and that's it. You know, I mean, again, with your unwavering determination, that's what you're going to do to generate money into your life, to keep your customers happy, to let your customers know you love them, which makes them love you more and recommend you to others. You know, it's all related. You know, it seems like everything that you've talked about on this call, it's like all woven together. Like you need it all. And I just love that it's so simple to implement into your life. A success schedule is as simple as sitting down with your calendar or your family, if you have one, and if you want them included, and just creating the hours that you'll work like you would with any job. I love that. And the other thing is knowing how much your sales are at and who your top hostesses are. I mean, that's a big deal, and those are very simple things to track. So again, I just hope all the Goddesses and Adoni on this call have taken notes down, have written down these steps, because truly, if you're someone who doesn't have control of your time, Caterina just laid it out for you, and what you focus on improves. So if you want to gain control of your time, you're going to sit down after this call, you're going to commit to making your success schedule, you're going to get your mindset and your methods in line and in check so that you can attract lots of abundance into your life. So, Caterina, I again took lots and lots of notes, and those are the things that stood out to me the most.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Okay, so we've talked about, thank you. So we're just going to touch on a little bit more. So we've talked about mindset, which is so significant. And we spent the most time on that in this call because that is key. That is essential. It is that unwavering determination. It is that being your own best success coach. All of that is essential for massive monetization. Then we talked about multiplication, which is the numbers. By the way, another thing I want to say is, do you have a goal every month for asking for a certain number of referrals? Really, you always want to be asking for referrals, but you want to, how many times a day or a week are you going to ask for referrals? You want to follow that. That's part of multiplication for massive monetization. Then the methods, which we've just discussed, are essential. Now, there's another part that I want to discuss with you that massive monetizers do. So they have the mindset, they have the multiplication, they have the methods, and the fourth thing they have is the pursuit of mastery. And I touched on this a little bit earlier. I want to shine the spotlight on it here. Jen, this is something I'm going to give you a gold star in. Pursuing mastery. You're pursuing mastery as a CEO. You're pursuing mastery for how you can better support the ladies and men in the field. You're pursuing mastery. This is what massive monetizers do. And so you're pursuing mastery with your self-coaching, meaning you're pursuing mastery with how you're thinking in your business. You're pursuing mastery with how you do your parties. You're pursuing mastery with your sales calls, your sales conversations. You're pursuing mastery, which means you're pursuing excellence and you're pursuing success in each of these individual areas. Now, here's what I want to tell you about mastery. Let's just open the kimono, tell the truth about mastery. Here's my experience of mastery. The closer you get to mastery, the more the target moves, okay? That's the truth of mastery. But that doesn't mean we stop pursuing it, because the more masterful we are at everything we do in our business, not only hostess coaching, but team coaching. You know, I'm sure those of you that have a team and myself included, when you first have a team, it's scary. Oh my gosh, I got to help these people be successful. It's scary. Guess what? That's an area to pursue mastery. Because when you pursue mastery, you're not so much personalizing it like, okay, sorry for me, I'm not good at this. You're asking a different, instead of reveling or hanging out in, I'm not good at this, you're not doing that. You're asking yourself the question, how do I be masterful at coaching my team? How do I be masterful at coaching my hostesses? How do I be masterful at booking? And so when you're pursuing this excellence, in certain areas, you're going to get it right away. In certain areas, it might take you quite a while to become masterful. But guess what? It's the pursuit of mastery that is exciting. Because when you start to notice, oh my gosh, I'm so much better at this than I was before, that's exhilarating for you and your business. And then you will see it in your massive monetization. Everybody take a deep breath. Okay, so right now I want you to ask yourself, we've talked about 4 key areas. Mindset, first one. Multiplication, which is like consistency over time, creating results. We've talked about your methods that support you in your massive monetization. And we've talked a little bit about the pursuit of mastery. So my question to you is, which one of these 4 areas do you want to really shine the spotlight on? Now, I hope the answer right away, the quick answer is all of them, which is good, but I want you to pick one. And if you're not sure which one, I'm going to say start with mindset. And if you feel that you're already good at mindset, then work on the multiplication. If you feel like, hey, you've already got that, work on the methods. And if you feel like, hey, you've already got all 3 of those, look at how you can improve them, but then begin to focus on mastery. Because when you do all of these things that we've discussed on a consistent basis, you will have massive monetization.
Caterina.
My friends, be loud and proud. Jen, go ahead.
Extraordinary. You are extraordinary.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Reflection of you, my friend. That's a reflection of you, Jen, and all the beautiful men and women in the field.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Well, Miss Caterina, we come to the end of an absolutely amazing, content-full and rich call. And so if any of the Goddesses and Adoni wanted to reach out to you on their own, I know that you're our Golden Circle speaker and, you know,
can't wait.
You, but if they wanted to reach out to you now for some coaching or get a copy of one of your books, how could they find you?
Well, thank you, Jen, for asking. My website is directsalescoaching.com, directsalescoaching.com, and that's where I have lots of articles and audios and a lot of free stuff on how to massively monetize in your business. So please go there, directsalescoaching.com, and you can see what else I'm up to at CaterinaRando.com. Lots going on there, CaterinaRando.com, and I cannot wait to be with all of you in September for Golden Circle. And everybody between now and then, go do what we've discussed here. I'm going to do another call with you, Jen. I'm not sure if we're doing it before or after a golden circle, I'm ready to book it any time because I love to be with the Goddesses and Adoni because you all inspire me so much. Watching you be successful, it warms my heart. And everybody, remember, unwavering determination is part of all this, and do it in your business because it will change everything.
Thank you, Caterina. I know that I'm so excited that you'll be our featured guest speaker at Golden Circle in September. I know that personally, I always have breakthroughs at your workshops, and it's just 7 months away. So I'm sure we're going to have lots of joyful successes to share, and I get to hug you, and I can't wait.
I can't wait either.
All right.
And I get to hug all the goddesses
for sharing your wisdom with the Goddesses and Adoni once again. I appreciate you. I can't even put into words how much I appreciate you and adore you. I just do.
Thanks, Jen. Right back at you.
All right, honey. Thank you so much for being on the call, and we'll
see
you in September.
See you in September.
Bye. All right. So, Goddesses and Adoni, I hope that you took lots of notes and that you listened to this call again. If you couldn't keep up, I know I will be definitely listening to it again because it was, I think, one of the best calls we've ever had. So, you know, you lucky Goddesses and Adoni that are listening right now, you will earn a very valuable Golden Circle of Leadership point for joining us on this call. So if you acquire 30 Golden Circle points and have 2 contracted team members, you'll be joining me in September for a delicious dinner at our Leadership Awards banquet, a swag bag, a commemorative charm, a free breakfast, and a seat at the not-to-be-missed Caterina Rando Leadership Workshop. If you thought it was inspiring listening to her call tonight, just wait till you see her live. She's engaging. She's just amazing. You feel like this energy that radiates right out of her heart and goes directly to your heart. And some of the things that I've learned from Caterina have helped my life, helped me expand the way that I think, helped me expand the way that I feel and take action, and she'll do the same for you. If you earn 50 points, you'll earn all of the things that I just mentioned for free and an overnight stay at the hotel for free, 1 night free at the hotel. So that's 50 Golden Circle points. If you'd like to know how you can earn Golden Circle points, just go to the back office, look at the Golden Circle flyer, and you can create your plan so that you can be there and hone your methods so that you can earn enough Golden Circle points to be part of all the fun and learning and love that we'll share that weekend. It pays to participate, and one lucky winner that's on this call will be receiving $228 in free products just for listening to the call. How awesome is that? However, I'm going to match, and I'm going to add a $100 product bonus to double your chance of winning. If you visit my Facebook page by midnight tonight, you will find a post about this call. It says share your aha moment, and when you do, you will be entered to win $100 in free product of your choice. So go to my Facebook page, Jennifer Jolicoeur. If we're not friends, send me a friend request. You have until midnight tonight to listen to the call and post your aha moment, and you could win $100. Pretty cool. So don't forget that next Tuesday is the March Booking Blitz. I hope that you will include that in your success schedule. So Tuesday, Booking Blitz all day. And let's see how many of you can book profitable parties so that you can grow your business and attract more abundance into your life. Okay, it's time to give you the final code word and the instructions to submit it. So you will be sure to email by midnight tonight the code words to reception@athenashn.com, and I'm going to spell that RECEPTION, the @ symbol, ATHENASHN, so reception@athenashn. In the subject line, you must put Caterina call. So in the subject line, you'll put Caterina call. And the reason we have you do that is just in case your email goes to our spam, we can locate it with ease. In the body of your email, please include your goddess or Adonis number, your full name, and the code words. The code words are valid until midnight tonight. If you're listening to this call at a later date, it is not valid. Code words are only valid to those who listen and submit their code words by midnight on the date the call is released. So by submitting this information, you're entered to win the $228 in Athena's products. By going to my Facebook page and posting your aha moment in the thread, you are entered to win $100. And, above all of those extras and goodies, I hope that you took away something from this call that really is going to help you have a breakthrough and take your business to the next level. So here's the final code word that you've been waiting patiently for, and it's abundance. The final code word for this call is abundance. So thank you again to our incredible guest speaker, Caterina Rando, and to all of you who took the time out of your life to listen. May all your financial dreams come true as you become a master of monetization. Good night, and Goddess bless.